Everybody, Chris Grest here. So today we're going to do a little bit of an update video on my Ruger SFAR 16-inch 308 rifle. So let's go and get started.
That was a spectacular malfunction. Case turned around backwards. Interesting.
Alrighty folks, so this is just a little bit of an update video on the Ruger SFAR, the way things sit right now. I don't know how much rounds through this thing, and you know, if you've watched some of my previous videos, it's kind of been a hot or cold scenario with this thing. A lot of times it's running good, all that stuff, and then I start having problems. And I attribute a lot of the issues that I've had as far as the cycling issues and jam issues to running suppressed and stuff like that. So I kind of fought it for a long time. And just so you guys can see that we are clear and safe. So no magazine inserted, nothing in the chamber here. But yeah, so I really love the Ruger SFAR. I've been running this thing, trying to get it to run 100% for quite a while. I don't even want to know how much I've spent on ammo. It's been, it's been a test of patience for sure. I think the last video I put out, was having problems again. I actually had Ruger reach out to me. I believe it was the project manager for the Ruger SFAR, and he of course appreciated my my videos and whatnot, and gave me some suggestions to kind of maybe mitigate the issues that I was having at the last video that I put out. So the last video, just so you guys, just kind of a recap, I was having issues where when it was extracting the shell out of here, that shell, that spent casing, was flipping around and jamming up with the next round heading into the chamber. So the guy from Ruger mentioned that it looks like really I'm running over gas,
And
even with the gas regulator, which has 4 positions on it, I still wasn't able to get the gas in check. He had suggested to put an H3 buffer back here, and the other thing that we kind of had a little bit of a conversation about, which I've mentioned in my videos, is adding or replacing the gas regulator system with one from Rifle Speed. So in the end, that's what I ended up doing. I ended up replacing the gas regulator system with the Rifle Speed setup, and I went with their .937 pin. They have different size pins for different calibers and stuff like that to kind of help adjust the gas settings. And so far, since replacing the gas block system, I ended up using the set screws, and I pinned it to the barrel. So far, very, very positive. I had absolutely no malfunctions of any sort. At the last range session, I shot it both suppressed and unsuppressed, and kind of just worked through the gas settings just to see how it worked. Of course, with that particular setup, I can shut the gas completely off, and it would basically run like a single shot. And I also ran different weight ammo through there, 150 grain all the way up to 178 grain, and everything ran as expected. So that was very, very positive to finally have some decent operation out of this thing. Accuracy was okay as well. A lot of that ends up being me. I am seriously not the best shooter in the world, so a lot of my previous accuracy videos, some of that could have been attributed to myself and a setup. This is a rather lightweight AR, and it is in a hard-hitting caliber in 308, and to be stable for shots is a little bit of a challenge sometimes with that sort of deal. But anyways, not trying to make excuses. I'm just pointing out reality that my abilities, a lot of times accuracy-wise, I'm going to struggle maybe a little bit more than somebody else. But anyways, that's just something that I have to deal with on my own. As far as the rifle itself, functionality-wise, like I said, last time the range, using the Rifle Speed setup on here, this thing seems to be running rock solid now. I don't want to jinx myself though, because I thought I had it running good before. One of the other issues that I had the last video that I put out was the gas regulator itself seemed to have seized up and was very, very, very stiff. One of the things that I'm going to recommend to folks
seized up?
that I think might help reduce the chances of having that problem is that when you take your gas regulator out for cleaning, add yourself some very high temp anti-seize on there, and that should kind of help that gas regulator to keep from getting seized up. I don't know why mine got seized up. It had been a few range sessions since I took it apart, and I guess, you know, I just shot enough rounds and it started to seize up. So anyways, just a quick look at the Ruger SFAR as it sits here in December of 2024. You know, I got the recoil reducing pad there for Magpul. Of course, the Magpul MOE SL stock. Got a Magpul grip. Still running the original trigger on this thing. I actually wouldn't mind swapping it out at some point for a Geisley, but actually the Ruger trigger in here is actually quite nice, so I haven't really been all that interested in swapping it out. I'm also running a Radian Raptor charging handle, and then I have it Arkin. This is their LH4 4 to 16 by 44 with their mount. Not really crazy about their mounts. I think for the money they're not bad, but the ones that I've used, I've actually had to lap them. They weren't 100% true. So just putting that out there. It's a reasonably priced mount, but you may have to do a little bit of work with it. The optic, however, has been pretty awesome. Only my second Arkin optic there. Out here further, I'm running the Midwest Industries combat handguard. I have a Sunway Photo Arca mount on here so I can run their tripod, and then kind of out here on the end you can kind of see a little bit of the Rifle Speed gas block system. The cool thing about this, if you're not already familiar with Rifle Speed, you have basically the block is back here, and you can get different length adjustment dials, and then you can adjust it out here on the end. So these things have 12 settings, and you know, the numbers are all the way around the barrel there, and yeah, these things you know, these things are pretty nice. I've been wanting to try one out for a while, and the Ruger SFAR really really benefits from this. If I had to give a suggestion to Ruger, they should come out with a version that comes with this from the factory. I think it would be a really cool thing that folks would be willing to pay the extra coin for. You know, I know these Rifle Speed gas systems are not the cheapest out there, but they do serve a very nice purpose here. And you know, I've seen numerous people swap Ruger gas regulator system for the Rifle Speed, and then that was like the game changer that caused everything to start working properly, and that's been my case as well. So yeah, anyways, I'm not gonna call this 100% good yet. I do have some more testing I need to do. So if you notice in some of the video that I'm putting in, I'm running the Anahux 30L suppressor. I do need to get back to the range and run my Rugged Radiant a little bit. That's the one that I've been running up till now, and I just want to see the difference in the gas regulator system, the settings with the Anahux versus the Rugged Radiant 762. The Anahux is more of a flow-through type can, so it does have less back pressure than the Rugged, and of course a lot of my issues I've had over the last year and a half or so has been with the Rugged suppressor. So I know for a fact that Rugged has more back pressure, and I'm just wanting to see if I can get it to run good with that can as well. Alright folks, so I appreciate you all watching today's video. A little bit of an update video on this Ruger SFAR 16-inch 308. Much appreciated to Ruger for all their help and suggestions and whatnot. I'm hoping I'm kind of on the, I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm hoping I'm at the end of the road with troubleshooting this thing and getting it to run optimally for my particular setup. The thing about the Ruger SFAR is that they designed this thing to work for a variety of people under a variety of conditions, and you know, it's not going to work 100% in my opinion for every particular scenario. So You may have to do a little bit of tweaking to get it to run 100%. I'd say that if you're running suppressed, it exasperates those issues that I've experienced 100% right there. So I hope y'all have learned something through my experience, whatnot. Definitely don't give up. Keep trying if you really, really like something. Like I love this SFAR. As painful as it's been to deal with this thing, I love the platform and I love kind of the direction that this rifle can take in the future. So looking forward to what Ruger has in store for the SFAR going on down the road. Maybe they come up with a piston version. A piston version would actually be pretty freaking kick ass, in my opinion. Anyways, if you're looking for stuff like this, head over to my website. If you go to Brownells or one of my other affiliates, the channel does get a kickback. I did pick up this rifle from Brownells way back when, so always appreciate them. And they are one of the biggest sponsors of the channel, so to speak, with some of the stuff they do for us here and also in the industry as well. So if you got any questions or comments about the Ruger SFAR, any of the things I've done along the way to try to get this thing to run right, definitely go put that comment down below. Always appreciate y'all's suggestions and comments anytime, kind of working through problems, stuff like this. I really enjoy actually working through problems. So a lot of people told me to throw in the towel on this thing early on, and I just wasn't willing to do it because I knew there was a way to get it running optimally in the end. So, but anyways, with that being said, I appreciate everybody watching and subscribing, and I will catch you on the next video. Y'all take it easy.